Hi everyone, I'm back. Thank you so much. My name is Kristen Schmidt and thank you so much for joining me today on the Pretty Coffee with Kristen show. I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me. Thank you so much. What I'm going to be talking to you today about is how 3 ways to start putting yourself back together after you've been broken. And 2015 was a bit of a hard year. There were some great things, and there were some not so great things, and it really, to be honest, it really kind of leveled me. So I kind of took a little hiatus and had to get myself back. And I think we're all broken to a point. Some of us may have just a tiny crack, and some of us are shattered, and it's varying, degrees, but we're all broken to a point. And sometimes when we get really low, it's hard to get out of that. So I'm going to talk to you today about it, and that's why I have not been here. To be honest, I had a bit of a time, so I'm back, and I'm here. So I'm going to talk to you about ways that I've talked to many women over the last few months about this subject. And that's why I say there are varying degrees of, some are a little cracked, some are shattered, some have been through things, some are just starting to go through things. And I've talked to so many women about this, and I'm going to talk to you about it and some things that I've learned from them and from myself about ways to move forward. And I think that we just need to get real. It could be, there are things that do shatter us. It could be the loss of someone that passed away, a divorce, a relationship that didn't work out, a heartbreak. There are so many things. A loss of a job when you're the breadwinner, or it's your identity and you lose your job. It can really level you, and you can kind of start to just completely doubt everything about yourself and everything that you are, and you kind of start feeling not so worthy, and it's really, really tough. And once you kind of start doing that, it's so hard to climb out of that, but you can, I promise you, you can put yourself back together. And that's one good thing about, if there's a good thing, there is one good thing about when you do fall apart or you're broken, you can start putting yourself back together the way you want to create a pretty life for yourself. And I know this to be true. So if you're going through something, I promise you can put yourself back together. And we're going to start with baby steps, because you have to start. I think you have to start with the baby steps and little things before you got to walk before you run. And so there are just maybe some little things that I'm going to talk to you about today that you can do. And one thing you can do is move something, move anything, move your body. Start moving yourself, walk, do anything, because what is that? A body in motion stays in motion, or I think a life in motion stays in motion. And when we kind of retreat into ourselves, and I know that's what I do, retreat into ourselves, we tend to not move forward. And it's so bad for us. So move something, move your body, move your couch from one side of the room to the other. If all you can do today is move a photo from one side of the living room to the other side of the living room, do that. Do something, move something, anything. I promise you, because you start getting control of yourself, you start getting control of your life and your surroundings, and it's just little teeny tiny things, and then tomorrow we'll do something else, and the day after that we'll do something else. So move something today. Please do that, and you'll feel better. I promise you'll feel better. The second thing you can do is, and here's where it gets tricky, get quiet, and kind of start whatever it is that you're dealing with. Look at it as what it is and not what you want it to be, because we kind of get caught up in that, don't we? We get caught into what we want it to be instead of what is, and sometimes we get stuck there. So really look at it, get honest with yourself. You would really just take some time to reflect on it, pray, meditate, whatever it is that you need to do. But here's where it gets tricky. Get quiet and start thinking about this, but don't isolate yourself, because that is another thing that we do is we isolate ourselves. We retreat, and that is so bad for us. So don't do that. Be around people, call your friends, be around friends, get out, do things, because don't isolate yourself, because that just makes it worse. And the third thing that you can do is, and this is one that is really important, and I think it's so important for all of us, is to do something for someone else. Get out of your own head, get out of your own whatever it is you're dealing with, and go help someone else with something. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. And as a matter of fact, let's say, pay pretty forward. There's my lipstick. Pay pretty forward. Go do something pretty for someone else. Make someone else feel pretty. Do something for someone else's life. And I am starting the Pay Pretty Forward project that I really hope that you will be involved in. I'm so excited about this, and I'm so passionate about this. So the Pay Pretty Forward project is coming soon, and that is where I'm really focusing a lot of my energy, because let's help someone else. Don't get all caught up in your bad self. Help someone else. And if you do that, it just makes such a difference. So that's important. So do something for someone else. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's all you can do is say hi. If all you can do is say hi to someone and smile at them, that's a start. If that's all you can do today, do that. Do that. Start there. Baby steps. We're gonna walk before we run, and which is hard for me because I usually like to start here rather than here. So that's a challenge for me. But these are important things, and these are things that you can do. And thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me today. And I'm back. I promise to be back. I'm sorry I was MIA for a while, and I really was. I did the things I didn't do the things that I'm telling you. So that's how I started. So please do those things for yourself and for those around you, because you're worth it, and you can put yourself back together. I promise you can. My name is Kristen Schmidt, and you can find me at createaprettylife.com, and of course Create a Pretty Life on Facebook. And thank you so much for spending the time with me with Pretty Coffee with Kristen. You can also go to prettycoffeewithkristen.com, and it's just things are just pretty with a bow, aren't they? Just pretty with a bow. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me today. Go out, do something nice for someone else today. Go out, pay pretty forward. And tomorrow I'll be back, and I'll be talking to you about more ways to put yourself back together after you've been broken. Thank you so much. Mwah.